I just feel undone. Like,
Yeah.
I think we've just kind of the theme of the conference, we've beheld and beholded the face of the Lord. And just honestly, like, kind of looking past the speakers, looking past who's leading worship, and just looking to Jesus, and just feel, I don't know, set on fire. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's like confirming that like he has first place in my life,
Yeah.
and that he is the Lord of my life, and that he is worth it, and he is worthy of everything. And there's something about when you gather all together, it's like, it's amazing when you're in your personal time with the Lord, but when you're gathering and there's a room full of hungry people who are just like coming here for Jesus, it just makes your heart so like excited and like expectant of what he's gonna do. And I just feel so stirred that he's everything. He's so good.
Yeah.
This morning I felt like I received type of revelation in which I feel like I have been rejected a lot, and Lord told me, give me all your love. And when I just surrendered myself to him, I gave him all that I had, and I could feel how he was giving me all his love. And it was so much, but so much, that I could feel how I could give that love back again. And it was a revelation in which I understood how being overflown with him, with his love, allows us to just love everyone else with the same love. But I just could just worship and say, I love you, God. I love you, God, yeah.
Has encountered me by just allowing me a greater freedom in worship and just meeting me and really speaking a lot of direction into my life. So yeah, that's been awesome.
I'm stepping more into the freedom of worship and expressing my worship as a gift to the Lord and not caring what anyone else around me is thinking. And so I'm just really finding the freedom in worship and moving my body for the Lord. So yeah.
Feeling God's presence in my worship, and the freedom of worship here in the conference is amazing. Oh wow, he accepts all of us for who we are, because all of our worship is different. We're all made in his image, but yet our worship is different, you know, so just in freedom of whatever it is we like to do.
So I'm starting a ministry called the 3-5 Initiative, which is a ministry of church unity and bridge building between denominations and church traditions. And so it's a hospitality ministry and a praise ministry. So starting with a little coffee cart, like a mobile cafe and a mobile prayer room, until there's an established one in Wilmington, North Carolina. I was asking the Lord for provision, and he just went above and beyond what I was asking. So Banning called my name out. It's so crazy. Right before, I actually heard the Lord say to open your phone and like get the recording ready, because he was going to give you a word. And then immediately he called on me and started speaking into, again, my identity, how much the Lord delights and is happy, and then asked for everybody to sow in. He didn't know that I'm starting a ministry, doesn't know that I'm literally fundraising currently right now, and have been very discouraged with it. And so I just like held my hands open, and like immediately just money just started coming in from people in the church. And it's like, I've heard of these things, but like personally never experienced it. And then like my Venmo went up, and then I just like money started coming in, and I'm just like in awe and in shock of what the Lord is doing. So.
And I was just reminded that in any moment when I'm feeling empty, the Lord just fills me, that he loves it when I come to him empty, because he just fills me up. And it just reminded me that I don't have to work for that I just have to sit in his presence and just be filled over and over. And I actually got some really rough news about my mom, and like as I sat here, I just had so much peace. And so I'm grateful for that. I trust the Lord, and I just felt like a refreshing rain while being at this conference. I pray so much that my voice is hoarse.
Just found a deeper understanding of who he is and why he loves me. God's gentle, he's tender, he's loving, he's majestic, he honors us, and he sees us, and he understands us, and he wants our hearts.
So there is something very interesting and very important which I learned today. I didn't know that there were 450 direct and indirect commands in the scripture about singing worship songs. I'm like, wow, this is something I didn't know. Now I know why worship is so important, especially worship songs, why they are so important. And also understand much better what our posture should be during worship. So, yeah, this was a very good learning experience from this conference. As the preacher said, what else can we give him? He has it all. What else can we give? Well, if he wants worship, we can give him worship.
I'll add one more thing because I thought of it after. I've had this theme running around my heart, all for him, no other, but since before the conference. And so on a personal level, I suppose, because this is kind of a testimony, on a personal level, I just feel like even through some of the activities that we're involved in, just feel like all of it's been an offering to him, and I'm not thinking about the crowd, I'm not thinking about who's here, I'm not thinking about bannings on the front row. Like, I literally don't care. So I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm just like, I feel like, I'm just pleased, Lord, with how you're helping me steward my heart to be all about you. So that for me is one of the best parts.
So good.